What's up, y'all? Welcome back to My Supreme's Tarot. Hope everybody's doing well, staying prayed up, focused on spiritual hygiene. So I'm getting some things are working out in the Empress's favor here so that you can heal from some type of toxicity. Okay, things are being rebuilt. Things are working in your favor. Three of Pentacles, I saw an Empress, and Nine of Pentacles, so that you can be independent. Okay, Seven of Cups. Somebody wants to hold on to the confusion. Four of Pentacles, just so that they can take something in another direction. Okay. Somebody's obsessed with causing confusion. What's going on? Yeah, they're very manipulative. Somebody's like a master manipulator here or something. Okay. Somebody could be trying to wear something down with the strength card. Yeah, Queen of Cups, weigh you down, wear something down emotionally so that you hold on to some type of ending or something like that. Somebody doesn't want something to be reworked for you, reborn for you, doesn't want you to go through a rebirth, or they didn't want this for you. Nine of Pentacles, because you got away and you're independent. They're heartbroken, and now you're the Queen of Swords. Okay, you moved on. Six of Swords. Four of Cups, the Star. You're not paying somebody any attention. Somebody who's a manipulator. Yeah, King of Cups sideways. Five of Swords. I feel like this is someone who wants to wear a mask, wear a facade that they're this King of Cups energy. Like they're like some type of King of Cups, like a match. Like if you're a very sweet person or whatever, this person wants to seem like they're a sweet person, like they give their heart or something like that. Okay, but you're independent. So why? Okay, your independence affects this person to the point where they want to manipulate you like emotionally, or they want to manipulate the way they seem to others, how they come off to others, but they're mad that you gain some type of independence or whatever. This person is toxic. They wear a mask. They're trying to come off like a King of Cups, like they're your equal or something like that. Like they have the same heart as you or something like that. Because they want something to change. Ace of Cups, the wheel. Maybe you had a change of heart. Okay. This person could be watching things rebuild for you. You could have released something here. Somebody is having some type of blockage. Somebody could be having money blocks, or, they're trying to hold on to something. I don't know. This person, yeah, they can't like rectify something. Feels like, yeah, somebody could keep trying to like rework something so that they can hold on to something because maybe your heart changed or something. Yeah, they want to change something about a contract for you, or something that's abundant for you. Okay. Yeah, Judgment, Ten of Pentacles. So how something is seen, maybe in regards to them or you both or the situation or something like that. They want to change how that's seen. What else is this energy? Yeah, because they're in denial here. Two of Swords, Queen of Wands, Ten of Wands, Two of Cups, because they're in denial that they were like a burden or something when they were allied with you, or when they were friends with you or connected to you. They're in denial that they were some type of burden or that they caused burdens. Okay, the Hermit, so that could be why you withdrew. Okay. You changed. They want to say you changed. Your heart changed. So this could even be somebody who's trying to play the victim, like, I don't know, they just started being cold to me, or I don't know, they just whatever. Maybe because your confidence changed. Maybe they could have been a friend of yours when you were down on yourself, or when you weren't doing that well, or when you didn't think highly of yourself. But now you're sitting in some type of, yeah, this is like a past connection. So you're sitting in some type of independent energy, and it like bothers this person. I don't know, like they feel like, or they're trying to make it seem like they didn't, like it wasn't that bad, or whatever they did, it shouldn't have been enough for you to walk away, or whatever. Like it's like somebody's in denial. Okay. They're just in denial. Like they're like, oh, I was coming just like they was coming, or whatever. And it's like, no. Eight of Wands, Page of Cups. There's some type of intuitive messages here going on about this person. Okay. And they're embarrassed. Okay. So you was getting intuitive messages about this person, or you do, and they're embarrassed because now it's like you see their character. Okay. So they're mad because you saw through this whole act they try to put on with this King of Cups energy. Yeah, and you left. You left the situation. You left some type of toxicity. Somebody here is controlled by something dark, and you saw it. It's something like that maybe is on this person, or they just have a energy about them. They're a liar, or they have bad habits, or they have a lot of toxicity or something like that. They're in denial that they're run by that. Okay. And you could have just got away from that. Like, you don't want to deal with it. And they see it as, oh, you switched up. Oh, I'm not even that bad. It's not even that bad. And you're like, well, obviously it's enough for me to leave. Okay. What's the Five of Cups? The Five of Cups. There's regret here. You could regret that even dealing with this person, or there's some type of sadness. Okay, Ten of Swords. Yeah, this person like betrayed you or something. They could really regret betraying you, but something brought a lot of emotional turmoil or something here. All right, they could regret betraying you. It says Seven of Cups. There could be some confusion here about this betrayal, or somebody's trying to fuzz up the energy. Yeah, Three of Wands. Confused about why you kept your distance or something like that. Some could have to do with travel or where you went. Okay, because we saw the Chariot, the devil. Is some confusion about where you went, why you left, where you traveled to. It's because you got the intuitive download to do that. You got the intuitive message to do it. Page of Cups and Temperance. Some type of connected energy, some type of message, news, a message from spirit, an intuitive download or something like that. A nudge. That's why you kept your distance. Something told you to keep your distance. Page of Cups. Okay, that they was working with somebody from your past. This could even be somebody you knew, like in your family or something, or a friend or something like that. You knew this person was working with like a past life soulmate or something. Yeah, to do some toxic shit. So this could be like a family member. Somebody was working with this person, or somebody, maybe two people from your past. For some of y'all, could be some of y'all it is family. Okay, so they want to make confusion about why you left. So if you, like, let's say you was around a friend, or you was around a family member, or there was a living situation, or a work situation, or whatever this is for you and your story, there's confusion of why you left, because these people are not being honest about the fact that they made you leave, because you knew intuitively that something was going on. Something wasn't right. Something was, fishy with what they were saying, or how they were acting, or how they were treating you. So they don't understand how you got the message to leave. And it could have been abrupt. Could have been something like you did on a whim, like, all right, I'm leaving, I'm never coming back. And maybe you never came back. Maybe you didn't explain yourself or something like that. They're using that as a way to twist it. Like, oh, they just up and left. We don't know where they at. But the behind the scenes, they was doing some foul shit to you. They left that part out. So let's say, I don't know, the police came asking, or other family members are asking, or your other friends are asking, or people are asking an ex of yours. They're like, I don't know, they just disappeared. Whole time they behind the scenes collaborating to make your life hard, to make your life a burden, to betray you. Okay. They ain't mentioned that part. Okay, but you could have realized something here about a King of Swords. A masculine could be an air sign. You realize something about this person. You finally woke up and saw something. Maybe you had an awakening about this person, or something came to light. You could have got a divine message. You could have got a message from God, from a higher power, that they were working together. Okay. This could have been a parent, a sibling, anything. They was working with this person. Yeah. So they kept trying to it made you see something from a higher perspective. The Ace of Swords, the Hangman, and Nine of Cups. Okay. Somebody could have wanted to delay this for you. Okay, they wanted to delay your wishes coming true. That's the truth. Or the truth delayed their wishes coming true. Okay, because you saw something. So this is how something didn't play out. Okay, you could have got a lot of spiritual messages or something, or you just felt it. Something could have been about their belief systems or something like that. Somebody could be in a cult or something here. Yeah, they was rushing in trying to communicate something. The details about you being a healer. Somebody was angry that somebody kept love bombing you because they wanted somebody to reject something, for not go look into something, or for you to not look into something because it came to light while you was reflecting on why you were so burdened. Okay. So you took a leap of faith here into the unknown, into whatever, and had a rebirth. Okay, became very protective because you knew about some secret plan they had. Okay, so you could have blocked communication with somebody when they tried to extend like an olive branch to you. Okay, because they didn't want something to change. Like they wanted you to continue to not see something. So somebody could have even, after you, let's say after you left the situation, somebody could have even tried to extend like an olive branch to you, or offer a gift to you, or offer for you to come around or something, to make it seem like they didn't have nothing to do with something. So let's say, somebody start acting weird to you, like, oh, I don't really, you got to leave, or I don't really want to be around you, or, whatever. You always, like, if they became more critical of you, or suddenly they just switched up, and you could feel it, especially if you're intuitive, if you could feel the shift in someone, and then you leave and you're gone for a while, and then they hit you up like, hey, how you doing? Miss you. You should come around. You're like, bitch, did you forget what you did before I left? You know what I'm saying? Like that type of situation. So they wanted to try to distance themselves from making it seem like they had something to do with something, or it's almost like they conveniently forgot how they treated you, right before you disappeared from the situation. Okay. Yeah, they didn't want you to gain a higher perspective here. You're not their sacrifice. Okay. You're not gonna, sacrifice yourself for this person or these people. You're not going to you know they didn't want you to see them for who they were. Okay, but they wanted you to be something for them. All right, I feel like this is giving cult vibes and some type of sacrifice. This could be somebody's parents, father figure, somebody who did this, a friend, a lover. They could have been working together. Okay, I'm really sorry that you went through that. Okay, I know what that's like. So yeah, but you have very like strong angelic protection. Okay, your energy could be very, you alchemize or something like that. You're a strong alchemist. It's something you can see beyond the veil. Okay, you could have like, alien origins or something here. You're part of something bigger. Okay, you have too much courage and faith. You're too much of a light being. It's something they shouldn't have fucked with you, is basically the energy is given. Like this was not something that was ever gonna go in their favor. It was never gonna go in their favor. They should have tried somebody else. Okay, or not even, just don't try nobody, but that's certainly not you. Okay, because this caused some type of problem here for this King of Swords energy, or somebody want a war with God or something. Yeah, they wanted to keep causing conflict for you to get to the truth or what their true desires were. Okay, why they really casted you out could be they didn't want you to really see why they wanted you casted out. It's because you carry some type of angelic energy, godly energy, pure energy, alchemist energy, spiritual energy. Okay, this caused a problem for somebody. Somebody had a problem with that. Five of Wands. They have a problem with this energy. Knight of Wands. They was lashing out. Maybe they lashed out. What's the Five of Wands? Knight of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. Maybe they paid a lot of money, or they was real passionate about something here, because they had a problem. Maybe somebody felt like you went against something, like yeah. So somebody couldn't bind themselves to you. They couldn't bind yourself to this energy, or they couldn't bind themselves to your energy. Something like that. That makes somebody restricted. They have a problem with this. Somebody lashing out because it caused a problem on their end. You being in this energy and not being their sacrifice, or maybe you were refused. This entity or whatever they sent or whatever rituals they could have did or whatever they do. Okay, it's like they did all this and then they got to the part where they're supposed to do it, and something was like, no. It's almost like God could have reached out and stopped the whole thing. Just laid a hand on you, like, you're not about to touch this one right here. And it threw something completely off because somebody thought they had binded you, or they thought they was bound to something, or they thought they was going to get something. This caused a problem. And somebody could have lashed out, did something too soon, or somebody became angry or frustrated because they thought you were bound. They thought they had you. They get to the part where they're supposed to sacrifice you, spill some blood or something, and God like, no. Okay? It's like something got right up to the point, and then you got the message and you was like, I'm out. Just threw something completely off. Because maybe they thought that they had binded you in a way to where even if you left, you wouldn't get away. Yeah, Page of Swords, Ten of Cups. Somebody was spying. People could have been spying, or this is a family. You could have found out something, or somebody could have been in poor communication with a family. Maybe they left something out, left out a detail, something important. Mind you, this is all working in your favor because God always got a plan. Okay. They found an answer. Maybe you found an answer. They realized that somebody they got the answer that they was denying something that you got away. They denied that you got away. Somebody wouldn't see something about how you got away, the information, the facts, proof, Ace of Pentacles. Maybe they thought they did something and then they just left, they walked away with it. Like, did you do the thing? Okay, did this? It could be something tangible, physical. Maybe you could have threw something away or, whatever. They thought you wouldn't see something. Something about a Queen of Pentacles. It could have been somebody else working with them. This could have been a couple that did this and a family member, something like that. Someone you knew and then a couple. Yeah, King of Wands, the Star. Something could have came to somebody's attention or somebody got a divine message. Somebody got a message here. What else is this energy? What's this Page of Swords, Ten of Cups? Eight of Wands. Some type of communications. Could have been a text message. Somebody waited. They didn't communicate something. They waited to communicate something. Eight of Wands, the Hangman. Somebody could have got stuck. Something somebody said could have got them stuck. Got them caught up. Yeah, Seven of Swords, King of Swords. Somebody was being sneaky, and maybe there's full clarity that somebody was being sneaky, or it was somebody. This air sign could have been being sneaky. A masculine here, somebody could have been sneaky. Something they said got them caught up. Yeah, because there go the truth right behind it. And so somebody couldn't pay somebody, or somebody was not generous. Somebody didn't give someone something. Someone didn't share with something with someone. Being sneaky, they saw the truth. Why somebody could have been stingy, refusing to give something to somebody. There was something about the communication. They didn't communicate something. Yeah, they held back the truth. Ace of Swords with the Four of Pentacles and the King of Wands. They kept it a secret with the Moon. They did not tell somebody something. They didn't. They held back the truth. It could have been about this the Ace of Pentacles, whatever that was, something they were supposed to give you or something they were supposed to have, something physical. Okay? You could have walked away from something. You could have left something behind. Okay, something that was supposed to bind you and follow you. This could have been a cursed item for all we know. Okay? Somebody held back the truth from a King of Wands. Yeah, judgment. So they didn't make the right call or something here. Like they didn't communicate that. Okay? And then I don't know, something somebody said got them caught up. Okay. What else here? Yeah, Nine of Cups, Page of Pentacles. So Three of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. One more spirit. Four of Wands. Something about where you live too. Okay, so Nine of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Somebody could be very talented or something like that. Somebody could have started working. Where somebody work at. Hmm. Details about a home or a location. Details about how you achieve something. Not somebody could have been doing a lot of readings. They could have been given a lot of like bribes. They just put a cast of the net like to people. Like anybody know any information, the details of where somebody lived. Yeah, they was given like an offer, Knight of Cups, or something like that. Or they wanted to come see you or come love bomb you or something like that. Maybe into reconciling. So they could have been trying to find out where you were. They could have been offering people stuff like Page of Pentacles, like you seen such and such, you know where such and such is. Okay. Somebody could have tried to extend an branch, like, oh, come, come see the family, come see your old friends, maybe just so they could find out where you lived at, or somebody found out you moved or something like that. And somebody could have tried to do something sneaky. Yeah, but you saw them. You already knew about coming toward this person. This could be the person that was trying to orchestrate it all. They was being sneaky, lying, manipulating, trying to get. This could be the person that tried to extend the olive branch here. This could even be the person that got caught up. They could have said something that made you see something differently, but somebody tried to extend something. They tried to do a bribe or sweet talk you or something like that, and to come back over after they kicked you out, or after after you left or something like that. It's something here. They're being sneaky. You already have a bird's eye view of this person. You already knew what was going on. Okay. Yeah. They want you to come back to some type of toxicity, maybe even go back to a lover, take a leap of faith here, try to block you, slow you down. It's a nightmare, or to keep you in a nightmare. Like, somebody also could have wanted you to feel like haunted by something, but not being able to pinpoint like who doing what, because they're being sneaky. Because you're very intuitive. You already like picked it up that this person was trying to sweet talk you, maybe into coming over or something like that. You could have got a lot of readings done as well, or maybe you read yourself and you already was doing readings, so you already knew something was up, even though somebody was trying to keep their cover. Okay, because things have changed for you. They've changed. You've changed. When the way you are looking at something or how you're seeing a situation has changed you. Your perception of people, knowing how people will do you dirty, they will throw you under the bus and then act like nothing happened. But see, that's a red flag right there, because it's like, how what you forgot. You forgot. I didn't forget. I didn't forget. Something about your destiny as well. Things were destined to change for you. Like, yeah, now you started receiving something here. Somebody could have refused here. They could be in denial. I'm telling you, you don't want toxicity. It's like whatever these people do, and that's the thing, like, no matter how innocent they try to make themselves, you're never going to see them again. You're never going to see them the same again. So it doesn't matter what type of energy they try to put on now, whatever type of face they try to put on now. You already seen them for who they are. You already got the messages, even if you didn't have all the information. And like I said, you could be a reader, or you listen to them or something, so you knew something was up. Something could have really resonated. Okay, could have resonated with whatever download you got or whatever spiritual nudge you got. Something could have even led you to get a certain reading or click on a certain video or something like that. So now it's like the message is clear that there's a lot of people sneaking around in the energy. So whether you can pinpoint it or not, or know exactly what happened, you still have enough intuitive wherewithal to know who to stay away from. You get what I'm saying? And then in Hermit, you have time to really think, be still, consider everything that's happened to you, and really see people and see what it was for what it is. Period. So what else? Current energy, please. The obstacle for these people. Let's see what the obstacles are for these people. Let's see what's going on for these people. What's the obstacles here for the enemies here? These enemies. The enemies. Yeah, it's a nightmare. They created a nightmare for themselves. Nine of Swords. They're worried and afraid. People could be up all night, okay, thinking about how evil they were. This evil ass plot. Okay. What's the Nine of Swords? Yeah, because everything's coming to the light. The sun. They're so scared. They're so scared because they look foolish in the light. Everything that they do in the dark, right? And everything comes to light. I don't even know why people decide to move in the dark anymore, because it's all going to come out and it's going to be extremely embarrassing. All that shit that people do, they be so proud to do it when they think they undercover. They be so proud, but they cannot answer for it when it comes to light. Why did you do such and such? They'll deflect. They be uncomfortable. They don't want to tell the truth. They scramble. They lie. They go home and they fucking pace the floor. You shouldn't have did it. It's simple. Don't do shit you were going to regret doing if somebody found out about it. And this ain't no white lie type of shit. This is somebody's life and livelihood they playing with. And it's probably all about money. Everything all is all lead back to money. Some type of toxicity. All they shit is exposed. All of it. They know. These people could feel surrounded by divine energy right now. The devil being called out. Because it's something has to be at peace for you, for the collective. Yeah, you can now be the Queen of Swords. You are dominating the situation. Eight of Wands, you get divine messages here. You could have left. King of Swords, Page of Swords, they watching you, feeling trapped, restricted. This energy right here, they're watching and feeling trapped. They ain't saying a fucking word to you because they know they're disgusting and vile, and they're gonna burn in hell for it. Now you see who the real devil was. They're scared. They're scared shitless. They're up all night, stressing, unable to sleep. Somebody could be unable to work. I'm hearing. They ain't saying a word. They just watching you. They ain't got nothing to say though. Cause you get divine messages about this person or about these people. They're so scared because it's like, oh my God, like they fully see me. They see everything I did, like everything this people did in the dark, this person did in the dark. This could even this, I'm telling you, this is like some type of authority figure. This could be a parent. Okay. For some of y'all, a lover, an uncle, something, a family member, something like that. You're the Queen of Wands Empress. All right. Somebody kept doing magic here to cause you burdens. People are finding out, the view is becoming clear. Okay, this could be a lover, ex-lover. Everything's coming clear now. And it's like it's leaving them trapped. Because what can I say? How do you answer for trying to do evil things for people, from to people, to a Queen of Cups Empress at that? How do you explain that? They can't. So it just reveals their character for what it is. They're truly toxic. Somebody could have a mental disorder, a personality disorder, something like that. Something like this make to be like this, especially with this collaboration, which means just more than one person. So they chose, actively, consciously chose to do this. I mean, it's psychopaths looking each other in the face, deciding to do something evil to someone. This could be an insurance scam or something like that, a payout, an inheritance, something that somebody wanted to steal from you, wanted you not around for it, wanted you not to get it. Oh, yeah, I don't know where they went. You can just give the check to me. No, bitch. Somebody is still very much alive and kicking. They chilling. You're going to give them their shit, period. And they're going to get caught up. Somebody could be going to jail. Yeah, the magician. This is the master manipulator right here. They're trapped. And then it kind of came out in the reverse strength. What's the magician's strength? Somebody could take a lot of pride in the magic they was doing too, and the way they able to manipulate, how they was able to isolate you. Somebody's having an answer for that. Because they don't want something, they don't want full clarity. They want to isolate you. They don't want full clarity. What's the Knight of Pentacles? Yeah, they want to slow something down. Clarity. That's why. So you being in Hermit could really slow down the clarity about something. Somebody wants something to stay hidden. They want to cause burden so that something stays hidden. Maybe so that you'll take, this is even if they feel like if they don't give you an answer, or they don't come to you and tell the truth, or they don't, or will they keep you separated from something, you'll be more susceptible to reconciling with somebody, letting this energy back in your life, them finding, it's tactics. This is all like psychological warfare style tactics. Okay. Yeah. Maybe knowing them, you knowing that they wanted you to pass away, or they wanted you gone for some reason, they wanted to slow that down. Please, cat's out of the bag. Okay. Somebody even could they could want to slow down their own passing as well. Somebody may want you to not find your match either. This could be an ex-lover. They want you to not get fulfillment, not want to get pregnant. This could even be they don't want you to give your heart to someone else or something like that. They don't want a new lover to come in. Yeah, they're trying to delay something, the hangman and justice, because they don't want you to get justice. They don't want you to live it happily ever after. After they little psychological warfare didn't work and you healed and recovered and they look like the fucking fool, they don't want you to live your happily ever after. They feel some type of way. Now that they fucked up and they're exposed, they want to still slow down your happily ever after. Like somebody still didn't get enough of God whooping their ass, basically. And that's fine. He's just gonna continue to whoop their ass. God's never gonna be like, oh, okay, I guess I'll give in to the devil and their plans. No, that's not gonna happen. But in these people's mind, because they're delusional as they are, they really think they can just keep coming because they want to slow something down. It's not gonna work. This person could even want you to lose faith, so you walk away from your faith. The Star and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, they like, I'm gonna slow you down and I'm gonna cause blockages so that you think God not real, so that you think God's not on your side. Bitch, please. God is the one that gave the messages. Get the fuck away from y'all so your little shit didn't work. It's like once you see God in your life, you don't unsee. Okay? Once you see how God move about you, it's difficult as hell, okay, to unsee it. But somebody wants you to like, they want to keep coming for you and they want to keep avoiding the truth and they want to keep you separated and they want to keep you in hermit so that you lose faith. Like these are the tactics to try to break you down. So always keep faith. Know that God is there and a prayer can go a long way. Okay? Yeah, because they don't want you to get away. It's like, that's weird. And they want to slow down the exposure too. Somebody want to rush in and slow something down. Somebody could keep trying to do that. I'm telling you. They also could want you to stop seeing something as it is. Like, stop talking about it. Stop bringing something to light. Stop talking about how evil they are. Please sit with your shame. Why these people can't sit with their shame? You do the crime, you do the time, bitch. Like, yeah. Nine of Cups, the Knight of Swords. Maybe you have a lot to say. Maybe you advocate or you speak out. You'll speak out now, like, or call something out when you see it, or maybe you're calling out their overindulgent behavior or that they look stupid, they look like a clown, and what you're saying could be making people emotional. Yeah, because you're too bold. Like you're so bold and courageous now because you survived that little stupid ass plot, and they look stupid. They look stupid. They don't want you to feel like God sees you and God's there for you and you are who you think you are. Man, please. We talking about the collective right here. We talk about divine feminines. That's never gonna happen. Yeah, Queen of Swords, the Hermit, they hate being analyzed by you. Look, they so angry. Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, they're frustrated because they feel analyzed by you. They feel picked apart. But this is the flip side of their psychological warfare. They wanted it for you, but now you can pick them apart. You see inside their empty fucking vessel because they ain't got no souls. And the fact that you can pick these people apart, that's their own game turned on them. Now they feel like you the psychological warfare on them because you can see them for who they are. This ain't psychological warfare. This is psychology, but it's not warfare. The only war they feel is with their own exposure of their character. That's a battle for them to fight. That means they have to look at something. That's something they have to fight within. It don't got nothing to do with you. You're just seeing it. You're just seeing it. Calling a spade is normal. But they don't like it because they can't just shed their skin. They can't just wipe this off. They can't just brush this off like this didn't happen. Neither can you, for the record. But since we're here because of their activity, everybody goes to their corner. They got to go to the corner where they look like a piece of shit. They look nefarious. They look like they have a demonic entity. They're seen for their religious and cultist practices. They're seen as having weak character, being susceptible to toxic energy, devilish energy. They look like they work for the devil. They look like their beliefs are bullshit. They look like they can't fuck with you. They look like they can't fuck with God. God looks like it. He loves you. It looks like it. Everything look like what the fuck it is. A spade is a spade is a spade. And boy, that sets them off. Because they like, who are you to judge me? The person you tried to do it to. What do you mean? Like, this is somebody who tried to take your life, being like, who do you think you are just because you survived my attack? They look dumb. And it's like, the more they try to war against you, they just look stupid. Because how do you war against a survivor of your plot and plan, of your crime? How do you look trying to justify that? They can't. Eight of Swords. That's why they feel so, like, frustrated. Because it's like, yo, what can I even say? Exactly.
Say nothing and go away. Go be a hermit, just like you wanted this person to be. Everything that they wanted for you, now they gonna have to live out. They wanted you to feel othered. Now they feel othered for their weirdness. They wanted you to not have faith in God and religion and stuff like that. Their shit that they believed in got them fucked up. They somewhere questioning their own beliefs, going through a dark night of the soul. They wanted you to feel disconnected from God. Guess how they feeling? Disconnected from God. They wanted you to be in social isolation. Nobody fuck with you. Guess what? When people find out what they did, oh baby, they gonna be in social isolation. You understand? Huh? They wanted you to not be able to recover. Guess what? I can guarantee you, almost promise you, baby, they'll never recover from this ever. And that's your reward for staying down for God. He said he would show up in that message when he sent you. He like, I'm here, I'm watching. You get this feeling I'm giving you? Go ahead and go so that I can come through and wreck shit. And did he not? Is he not handling it? And baby, they wanted it to be slow and agonizing. They wanted to slow you down. And trust me, God is slowing them down and making them sit in it, making them trudge through the mud of their guilt in front of everyone too. The son. So don't ever forget God. Love y'all. Bye.